Hello there everyone, welcome back, and I'm going to be talking about Daredevil Season 3. Yes, I have another TV show review here, and I already do a lot of these because I mostly focus on movies and stuff, but I thought I'd get another one out there since the last one was a few months ago, I think about 2 months ago with Riverdale Season 2. So I'm going to decide to talk about this, and no, I haven't reviewed the other 2 seasons, but I have seen a good amount of them. I didn't really watch them all, but I'm caught up with the plotline where we're at because it takes place after the events of the Defenders, which I did see in review if you want to check that out. It's basically about Matt recovering after the events of that series, which in case you haven't seen, I don't want to spoil, but there's really no need to. So it's about him recovering from the events of that, while also his villain from Season 1 and throughout this series, really, Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin, who gets out of jail by giving the FBI some intel, and while he gets out of jail and is in their custody giving them supposed information, he's able to corrupt a lot of them, and he's trying to regain his power that he had before fallen. And so Daredevil, of course, wants to stop that, but he's facing his inner struggle to not kill, but he's had enough of Kingpin and everything he's done up until this point. So the entire season is basically him trying to kill Kingpin, while also there's another villain that gets introduced, and I didn't really know if the marketing really spoiled it or not, but let's just say his name is Dex. I don't want to give away who exactly it is in case the marketing didn't really say, because I don't want to spoil it because it was fantastic. So what I think of this season, well, I thought this was another great season from Daredevil. This is probably the best superhero related season I've ever seen for a TV show. I thought the inner conflict that Matt had with his religion and his trying not to kill, like he's finding that inner struggle of just, instead of just beating people up, he might go like a Punisher and then just start murdering these fools. I thought that was great. His supporting cast is also really good here, like Karen. She's given a bit more to do here. They have an episode where they flesh out her backstory, which I've seen a lot of people are saying that's a weak part of the show, like that one episode wasn't good. I actually thought it tied in really well later on with their conversations. I like that. There's more tie-ins with what happens in Season 1 that more characters learn out about, and it comes into the conflict. Like in Season 1 when Karen killed one of Kingpin's right-hand man and he finds out, or when one of the main good guys at the bulletin where Karen works gets killed by Kingpin, that gets into play. Just some stuff from Season 1 ties in really nicely to Season 3, and I thought that was really good. Foggy was just kind of there. Like, he's alright, but he's just kind of there. He wasn't really as interesting. There are some new characters though, like some of these FBI characters, like Mr. Nadeem. I'll say Special Agent Nadeem. I'll say that. He's one of the new characters in the show, and he's the FBI agent that is trying to get the intel from Fisk, and actually he's the one that orchestrates him getting out of the jail to come to their custody so that they can get info from him. I thought his character was great. There wasn't really like all that much there. It's just a normal guy trying to support his family because they've fallen under financial times. But throughout the season, you start to feel really bad for this guy who's just trying to do his job, and he gets roped up in Wilson Fisk games, and I thought that was really interesting. But by far, the standout character for me was Dex, who, when you see how it comes through, like there's hints about who he is exactly, but when you find out who he is, it is insane. It's really great. I had a blast with this character, and also this is like the mind of a psychopath. Like, he is a psychopath, and it's really fascinating. And to see how Kingpin manipulates him to work for him throughout the show was just crazy. And also, there is some genius stuff in here that it does with the story, trying to throw it on its head, and I thought that was really good. Now, of course, the fighting, choreography and all in the show has always been good, but here especially, there is at least, I'd say, 3 fight sequences that are just fantastic. One is at the bulletin, one is in the penthouse, and one's at the church. Those 3 were great. Oh, and let's not forget, probably the best one of them all was at the prison. They were just fantastic fight sequences all along. The writing was really top-notch too. I really enjoyed the writing. There wasn't a character in here that felt like a waste to me. I thought they were all used very well. I mean, there were maybe 1 or 2 characters for the main characters that were kind of a waste because they're just there and then not. But overall, I thought the characters that were in here were really good. I felt like this needed to be 13 episodes, which is good because most of these shows are like too long at points because they're all an hour apiece. And I'm like, you could have cut an episode 2 out. Like, this is ridiculous. But this actually felt like, okay, I needed all 13. It was really good. It may take an episode or 2 to really get into it. It's kind of a slow build, but once it gets going, I'd say by episode 3, it really gets going and it's great. Now, I'm really glad that we were able to get this 3rd season. It kind of feels like a conclusion in some ways to the overall show, even though the shows might not be over. But as we've seen with some reports with Iron Fist being canceled and Luke Cage also getting canceled, we might be seeing a bunch of these Marvel Netflix shows going away. And I don't know why exactly that is. I mean, Iron Fist wasn't all that good from what I've heard, but I really liked Luke Cage. I thought that was great, especially this past season. The Dam Master one, that was a great season in my opinion. But I guess it wasn't doing well rating wise, or they just didn't want to waste any more time with those characters or something. I don't know. But yeah, those both got the axe. And so I'm kind of worried that this might be the end of Daredevil that we see, which would suck because I think his show is by far the best of the bunch. But to be fair, that's because we've had more content with him. But I really did like The Punisher, and I feel bad that I didn't get to review season 1. But we are going to get a season 2 because I heard that they're filming Punisher season 2 right now. And we'll get a Jessica Jones season 3 since they wrapped filming on that. So those 2 are still coming. But everything else is kind of up in the air. Like, I heard they aren't going to do another Defenders season 2 since season 1 was so hectic to do. And the storyline didn't really do as well, and it wasn't really a good result. But yeah, that little discussion aside, overall I thought season 3 of Daredevil was great, and if it's the final season we get of this show, then it really went out with a bang. Again, great action, great writing, fantastic characters, overall just a really well done season. And also some of the music in here really hits you. Like, it is kind of sad at points, it's kind of gritty at points. It's some great music. I was so flabbergasted on how good it was. And also, a little side note, one of the creators or showrunners or whatever of the show, it said Drew Goddard, and I was like, what? Because that's the guy that did that Bad Times at the El Royale. So that's kind of cool. He's just a really talented dude. And he also wrote the script or screenplay or whatever for The Martian. That was great. I mean, he's just a really talented dude. I wish that his work would get more notoriety. But overall, those are my thoughts on Daredevil Season 3. What did you all think of it? Did you all get a chance to watch it yet? Because it came out this past weekend. But if you haven't, I tried to be as little spoilery as possible. I thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you want to hit the subscribe button, that'll be pretty great. Hit the bell so you can get notifications on when I upload. If you want to comment so we could discuss Season 3, that'll be really cool. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.